Okay, what is going on, everybody? And welcome back to the Juggernaut Show. I'm your host, Juggernaut097. I'm here to review ROH's Death Before Dishonor 2022 pay-per-view. This show was on pay-per-view this past Saturday night, which was July 23rd, 2022. And my overall thoughts on the show, I thought it was a very good night of professional wrestling. Like if you want to see some really good professional wrestling, go definitely check out this show. Really good stuff on here. Yeah, 7 great matches on here. I mean, maybe there was one match that could have been cut off this card, but everything else on this card was really good. I really enjoyed mostly everything on this card. We're not going to talk about the pre-show or the 0 hour. I don't really feel like talking about those 4 pre-show matches. I mean, if you guys want to go check out those 4 pre-show matches, I only checked out one of those matches. It was like the first match with like Colt Cabana and can't remember exactly who he was facing. But yeah, I only checked out one of those matches. If you guys want to go check them out, go ahead and check them out. You know, they're on YouTube and stuff. They're on, Fight TV and whatnot. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started with this review. Let's quit wasting time. I'm going to try to get done with this review pretty quick here. So I mean, and also there's a lot of things going on in wrestling this week as well, which we'll talk about that more towards the end of the video. So the first match that kicked off the show was the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight title was on the line. We had Jonathan Gresham defending the title against Claudio Castagnoli. Now, I was really surprised this match kicked off the show because I'm usually not a big fan of them, actually starting the show off with a world title match because I feel like, if it's, you need to have your main title at the end of the show or like around the end of the show, which I feel like, I feel like this match should have been like maybe before the main event or, the main event match. And I feel like this match was like really quick also. I mean, it was a good match. I don't feel like it was a squash match by any means, but it was like really quick. I mean, and also Claudio Castagnoli, he was more the, doing more of the power moves, and you had Jonathan Gresham doing more of the like technical wrestling here. He was working on the legs of Claudio Castagnoli during the match, so I thought that was good because like Jonathan Gresham, he just looks really short against a lot of people, and that's what sucks about being short. But he's very. These guys have very good chemistry with each other. Like they mesh very well together. So I really enjoyed that. You had a lot of German suplexes from Jonathan Gresham in this match. Had a lot of uppercuts from Claudio. There was this really nice, I think it was a nice suplex. It was like a gut wrench suplex from the outside of the ring to the inside of the ring. It was like on the ring apron that Claudio Castagnoli was doing to Jonathan Gresham. That was a really nice spot in the match. What else? I mean, I like when Claudio did his did the spin or the swing. That was cool, So I mean, it was a really fun match, and the transitions that they were doing in this match were really good, So both guys were working very well together. And Claudio was working on Jonathan Gresham's back a lot during this match. So I feel like everybody did what they need to do in this match. But in the end, Claudio Castagnoli hit the Ricola Bomb for the 1, 2, 3, and your new Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion, Claudio Castagnoli. And after the match, you can kind of tell that Jonathan Gresham was a little upset. And there were some words, on social media or like there were backstage things going around saying, oh yeah, Jonathan Gresham was cussing out Tony Khan after this. After the match, like when he was backstage, he was very upset. I mean, it kind of goes both ways. Like you need to be working with like I understand like he wants to be like the guy for Ring of Honor. But like you need it's a two-way road here. You need to be communicating with Tony Khan. If you don't like something, you need to be communicating with your boss. So And apparently, Jonathan Gresham has deleted his social media, deleted his Twitter. And apparently, he wants a release from his ROH and apparently he wants a release from his ROH AEW deal. So we'll see if that gets granted and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, Claudio Castagnoli won. You know, I'm happy for him. You know, his first ever major title in any company. You know the stuff that he didn't get the love in WWE. You know, so I'm happy for Claudio. You know, I mean, he's been in some pretty big main events and stuff. So hey, he really deserved to get this title here. I really think he deserved it now. And I guess we'll see. Maybe the reason why they put the title on Claudio right now is because they want him on a more bigger name. And maybe, you know, Claudio's a good person to build around a Ring of Honor. So, yeah. Or like, that's a good person to build around, yeah, Ring of Honor. Which there's no word about them, you know, coming up with like a TV deal yet, or like what they're going to be doing here. Like, I hope we get some announcement very soon, but I guess we'll see what happens. So, and also they need to change the design for the ROH World Title because it looks exactly like the Pure Championship and the tag team titles. Like, I want them to bring back the old Ring of Honor World Championship because I was a really big fan of that one. The one before, you know, they just changed to the old ROH title. So yeah, I wish they would bring back that one because, like I said, like all these titles kind of look the same except for the women's title. But yeah, and it was a solid match. I just felt like this match should have been like at least before the main event or the main event, but that's just me. And then we'll go on to the next match, which we had was the six man titles on the line. We had the Righteous. Oh, sorry. We had the Righteous defending the titles against Dalton Castle and the Boys. I thought this was a really good match. I mean, it was a decent match here. I won't say it was really good, but you know, Vincent and Bateman, Dutch, you know, they were Righteous here, and then you know, Dalton Castle and the Boys here. I felt like this was more of like a comedic match. I really like the spot when Dalton Castle was throwing the boys left and right, and on commentary, they go like, "Oh man, there's more than there's more than two boys out there. There's like 5 boys out there," which I thought that was funny. Like tossing both boys over the top rope, you know, onto every member of the Righteous. I thought that was pretty cool. Like I said, a very comedic match. The boys and Dalton Castle won this match. I mean, Dalton Castle hit the bangerang onto Bateman, I believe it was. Yeah, it was Bateman. He hit the bangerang onto Bateman to win the titles. I mean, Righteous, you know, I'm happy that they kind of took the titles off of them because I was never a big fan of them. And who knows if Honor No More comes over to back to Ring of Honor, because I wouldn't mind them implementing that in, you know, because it's like, hey, you know, they're trying to run roughshod over Ring of Honor also. So I wouldn't be surprised if that ever happens here. I mean, Vincent's not too bad in the ring. I'm not the biggest fan of Bateman that much, but who was it? Dutch? You know, he was doing some pretty decent stuff in this match. But like I said, this is more of a comedic match. I mean, it's not. I feel like this match could have been cut from the show a little bit, in my opinion. But I understand taking the titles off of the Righteous here. Because the boys and Dalton Castle, you know, they are so over. Even though, you know, they haven't been on TV for so long, they are so over. But yeah, let's move on to the next match, which we had was I'm trying to figure out what the next match is. I'm pretty sure it's a pure title match. And then the next match we had was the pure title match. We had Wheeler Yuta going up defending the pure title against Daniel Garcia. And there's like a pre-match promo for this, and Daniel Garcia basically was saying, hey, he's going to take the title off. He's going to take the title away from Wheeler Yuta, and he's going to take it back to the big leagues, which I hate how he's calling AEW the big leagues and basically basically calling, not giving much respect to Ring of Honor here, because Ring of Honor is a big company also. But like, he's basically not, no selling Ring of Honor here. I mean, it does make sense because he is a sports entertainer. He's a sports entertainer, which I'm not the biggest fan of Daniel Garcia as much. Like, I feel like he should be a part of the Blackpool Combat Club because I feel like he fits more. He fits more of pure wrestling and more like like I said, more indie wrestling or amateur wrestling type. I still feel like he's like very funny, very entertaining with like Jericho in them, and in my opinion. But about this match, I thought this match was good. This was a decent pure wrestling match. It's not like anything great technically wise, but yeah, I mean, it was solid for a pure wrestling match. I really liked the transitions that they were doing, like and like submissions. It was like really cool there. I like when they were like both slapping each other back and forth, like basically slapping the taste out of each other's mouth. I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, Daniel Garcia, he was trying to do a lot of, take moves from like Bryan Danielson here. Like he was trying to do the kicks, where he grabs both the arms, but Wheeler Yuta reverses that into a the seatbelt pin and pins Daniel Garcia for the 1-2-3. So still your pure wrestling champion is Wheeler Yuta. And there was only one rope break in this match. It was from Daniel Garcia. And it came like, what was it? It was like Wheeler Yuta had on like a half Boston Crab or something. And then Daniel Garcia went to the ropes. So that's crazy, like, because in most pure wrestling matches I've seen, a lot of the wrestlers, they use most of their rope breaks. So, and also William Regal was on commentary for this match here. I mean, and he was also on commentary for the opener as well. But, it was William Regal saying, hey, if Wheeler Yuta used one of his rope breaks, William Regal would have been very disappointed. That's what he said. That's what he said on commentary and stuff. It was nice having him on commentary because, like, he was even showing Daniel Garcia's respect. He was like, "Hey, he's a really good wrestler," but they can't have a whole bunch of wrestlers inside the Blackpool Combat Club because then there would be good wrestlers to fight. Which, I mean, it made sense what William Regal was saying on commentary and stuff. But I mean, it was a solid match. Definitely, I really enjoyed like these pure wrestling matches. It is. It's fun. These matches are fun, and if you've never seen a pure wrestling match, definitely check out one of the matches, even the matches back in the day. But yeah, solid measure. And then the next match we had was brother against brother. We had Roosh going up against Dragon Lee, and I thought this was a decent match. I just felt like maybe the crowd was kind of a little dead for this match, in my opinion. Like the crowd, they weren't really behind this. I mean, there were some big spots that they were behind. Like I really enjoyed it was like what was it? Like they were doing like a hurricane. It was like a run off the ring apron or something onto one of them, or it was something, or like it was a suplex, which looked really good off the ring apron. No, it was it was a belly to belly on the floor. Yeah, that was a nice spot in the match. I don't remember who took it. But that was really good. So like there were some big spots, but there were times like some of the fans, they didn't really care about this match other than like the big spots that happened. Like the tope suicida through the table at ringside. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I think it was Dragon Lee who did that to Roosh. Like Roosh was like kind of leaned over like on this the ring, like where they had the ring bell at and stuff. And then Dragon Lee does a tope suicida to the middle rope to to Roosh. And it broke the table. Excuse me. Which I was not expecting that to happen. But in the end, Roosh hit the Bulls the Bulls of the Horn onto Dragon Lee to get the 1-2-3. So Roosh won the match, and also Roosh is going to be getting a AEW title match this upcoming Wednesday on Dynamite at Fyter Fest. So is it Fyter Fest or Fight for the Fallen? Sorry, we just had Fyter Fest. It's Fight for the Fallen. So yeah, I mean it was definitely a solid match. I just feel like the crowd wasn't really much into this match at some points. Like they were into the big spots, but they just weren't like into every single thing. Which crowds can really help, make a match good, or can drag down a match, So yeah. Then we'll move on to the next match we had was Mercedes Martinez going against Serena Deeb for the ROH Women's title. And let me pull up my graphic here. Yeah, so we have Mercedes Martinez going up against Serena Deeb. Thought this was another solid match. I mean, I don't think this was better than the like Deeb and Thunder Rosa matches, but it was okay for what it was. I feel like the fans were kind of cold to like Mercedes Martinez because I feel like she has like a New Yorker type of look, and they were of course like in the Massachusetts area. So I felt like not much fans really, they didn't really care a lot about Mercedes Martinez here, or like they kind of like Barboon her a little bit more, in my opinion. But I mean, this was okay stuff. Like I said, I mean, I like the whole like Tree of Woe stuff that they were doing, the stuff in the corner. There was this like nasty suplex that Serena Deeb took off the top rope, and she kind of landed on her head and neck a little bit. It kind of looked nasty. That was one spot that looked really nasty in the match. I like Serena Deeb selling in this match. She really sold the Martinez finisher. Not the OG drop. The Brass City Sleeper. Yeah, I like how she was selling the Brass City Sleeper in this match. So that was good. Serena Deeb was doing some really good selling here. I also like how she started biting on the hand of Mercedes Martinez, because Mercedes Martinez was doing like a surfboard stretch to Deeb, and Deeb started biting the hand of Mercedes Martinez to get out of the hold. So I really enjoyed that. But in the end, Mercedes Martinez did end up retaining the title by hitting the Brass City Sleeper, or putting on the Brass City Sleeper to Serena Deeb, and she basically, she had to tap out, and then after she got out of the hold, like she just kind of passed out and stuff. So I thought that was, like I said, Serena Deeb doing some great selling. I hope they actually end up punting the title on Serena Deeb eventually, maybe like a TBS championship, or maybe like even the ROH Women's Championship, or down the line, or even the AEW Women's title. Hopefully they do something with her, because she is very solid in the ring, like very solid. But yeah, let's move on to the next match, which we had was the Television Championship online. We had Samoa Joe defending the title against Jay Lethal. This was a good match. I don't think it was better than their match that they had a long time ago. It was the Manhattan match, or what? I can't remember what show that was at. But yeah, it was definitely not better than this. This match wasn't as good as that the first match that they had. But no, this was decent stuff here. The match took a while to get going. Like, there was a lot of interference on the outside of the ring. We had Sanjay Dutt come out, and you had that big he had that what's his name? Satnam Singh. Satnam Singh, he came out and tried taking out Samoa Joe, even took out the arm of Joe, started trying to injure that a little bit more. But both these guys, I feel like the match, it wasn't more the match, it was more like with the storytelling. That's what I really enjoyed with this match. Because you had jealousy with you had jealousy of Jay Lethal. He was jealous of Samoa Joe and saying that Samoa Joe shouldn't be shouldn't be television champion. And Yeah, I just like the story behind this match of like jealousy and stuff. So it made for a good story here. And the match was pretty decent here. It's not like anything that will blow you out of the water, but I mean it's decent stuff here. Not gonna lie. I really like the counter to like the muscle buster into the lethal injection that Jay Lethal did. That was a nice spot in the match. There was really nice counters like to the Coquina clutch there in the match. Like I said, we had interference from Sanjay Dutt. He got involved in the match. But in the end, Samoa Joe didn't end up retaining the television championship by locking in the Coquina clutch. But I definitely recommend checking out the Manhattan. Oh man, I can't remember what show that was from. I gotta go look it up later. Remember what show that was when I finally log off here. When I finally get off the video. That always happens to me. That always happens, but yeah, I mean this was good stuff here. Both these guys have really good chemistry. But yeah, let's definitely move on to the next match, which we had was the main event. It was a 2 out of 3 falls match for the ROH World Tag Team titles. You had FTR defending titles against the Briscoes. Now, this is their second match. This is the second match. The first match that they had was back at ROH Supercard of Honor, which, I mean, this was a really good match here, but I felt like the crowd really, I mean, this felt like more of like an AEW crowd or more like an AEW B level pay-per-view. So I feel like the crowd wasn't a whole lot. Because the thing that really made the Supercard of Honor show like really great was the crowd. Like the crowd was into the show during the whole night. Like they were red hot during the whole night. I feel like, sometimes it's hard to do a 2 out of 3 falls match, especially when it's in the main event and stuff, and especially when it's at like on an indie show. It's hard to do a 2 out of 3 falls match. But no, I mean this was a really good match here, and like the crowd was like I said, it's kind of hard to keep the fans' attention span these days, because like attention spans for wrestling fans are very, very short now. And I feel like how long was this match here? I'm trying to let me look it up here really quick. This match went like, if I can find them here. This match went like about 40 something minutes or something like that. I can't remember. I'm not sure how long this match went, but it was a really long match. 43 minutes and 36 seconds. And that's how long this match went. So, like I said, it's hard to keep fans' attention spans. But no, this was really fun stuff that they were doing here. Both teams have very good chemistry. I don't think that this was their best match. I feel like their best match was back at Supercard of Honor. It's like I said, the more the fans' reaction, and there was only one fall to finish. Because I mean, 2 out of 3 falls matches can work, but like I said, on indie shows, this is like, or like on smaller independent shows, this is harder for it to work. But like the first fall came when the Briscoes they hit a doomsday device off the top rope, so that was nice. And then the second fall came when FTR hit the big rig. I think it was on the Mark Briscoe. They hit the big rig on the Mark Briscoe there. And I like that how they the Briscoes, they sold the big rig. I think that was pretty good. That was really good selling of it. I even like the spot when it was Cash Wheeler. He went up to the top rope and he did a back suplex onto Mark Briscoe off the top rope into a table on the outside of the ring. That was really nice. It looked like a crazy spot because you hear like Mark Briscoe say, "Oh fuck," he was cussing on the outside of the ring. He cussed a couple times on the outside of the ring. So I really enjoyed that there. That was a nice spot during the match. I tell you, like when it came down to that final fall, that's when the fans became more invested in this match. So the fans got more hyped about this match here. But yeah, FTR. I think it was Dax. Yeah, it was Dax Harwood. He hit a pile driver off the middle rope onto Jay Briscoe, and then basically rolled Jay Briscoe into a pin and got to 1, 2, 3, and still the ROH World Tag Team Champions FTR. And this was a great match, and a lot of people saying on YouTube and social media, and even Caprice Coleman saying this was one of the best matches that I saw of all times. Tag team matches or like one of the best wrestling matches that I saw of all times. Like, it's up there. I mean, it's a great match. If you think this match is better, if you think the Super Carvana match is better, I wouldn't argue with this, saying this match. I mean, this match is good here as well. But in my personal opinion, I really think the Super Carvana match is a lot better. Like I said, it's just with the crowd being involved and being only one fall to a finish. I just felt like that, and the wrestling, I thought that was a little better. Because I feel like this match kind of got started out slowly, which you have to pace yourself a little bit better, like in these 2 out 3 falls matches. But I just really enjoyed what they were doing here. It's good stuff here. But yeah, FTR won the match. They're still your ROH World Tag Team champions. And then after the match, we had Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler and Yuta come out. So are they kind of like, basically saying, hey, they want a shot at those ROH World titles or World Tag Team titles? I don't know. We'll see. And who knows what we get, maybe this week on Dynamite, maybe we get like an announcement that, they're going to be getting a TV deal soon. Maybe something's coming up here. I have no idea. But it's going to be fun to see definitely what happens. But yeah, that was my ROH Death Before Dishonor 2022 review. I don't know why I can't say 2022 review. So go down in the comments section down below. Tell me what you guys thought about this show. Tell me what you guys' favorite match was. And also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if this is your first time ever checking out my channel. And also go turn on that post notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video. And go follow me on all my social media platforms. Go follow me on Twitter at TheTrueGSP and Instagram, the same thing. And also go subscribe to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that's always an Instant Classic. And also go to Pro Wrestling Tees to go pick up our Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast merch. Go do that. All the links for all the social medias will be down below in the description. And all the channels that I have mentioned back in the past will be down in the description. So go down in the description. You guys can go subscribe to the T.A.G. podcast, Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast. Go subscribe to them. And, there's a lot of big things coming up for wrestling this week. I mean, I got SummerSlam predictions coming up. I might do that later on tonight. I don't know yet. We'll see. Got SummerSlam predictions. It's crazy about the Vince McMahon. He retired. Which, we got Triple H in charge now. I might make a separate video about the McMahon retirement, what my thoughts about that are. Because, I really haven't made my thoughts about that. So maybe tomorrow or some other time, I might come up here and maybe do a quick thoughts about Vince McMahon's retirement. And then also, I'm going to be doing another Juggernaut retro review, which I'm going to be reviewing Money in the Bank 2017. I got a few more of those to do, and then I'll be done with Money Bank reviews. And then in August here, I'm going to be doing some SummerSlams, so stay tuned for that. But enough talking. This is your boy Juggernaut saying peace out, and I will catch you guys in my next video, whenever that may be. So, and like I said, don't forget to do everything I said at the beginning. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that post notification bell. So talk to you guys later.